National Football League.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime.
Please welcome your 2027 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. His guys in the midst of a great run, winners of 9 of their last 10. On the other sideline, the Steelers head coach, Mike Tomlin. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. 3rd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he will not get so lucky. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Who's got a man? It's Madden. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Browns first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, it's Sanders. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Viking, hawk 70, hawk 70.
They'll run with Damian Martinez. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Ready up.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ready. Let go.
They'll give it here to Justice. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And the Browns, first down.
Victorious
First
70.
and goal.
Ready.
At the 6-yard
From
line.
the gun, it's Shador. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Tutkin will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that rushing touchdown, number 28 on the year. A remarkable number. He draws level with the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson, for the most rushing TDs in an NFL season. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Once again, it's Warren. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go. Go.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
1 yard
From
gain.
the 41,
Brings up second
here's
and
second
9
and 9.
at the 41-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it.
A 6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
As Stewart on first down. This one complete to Campbell. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And he will go all the way. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Browns will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Warren.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. as we are ready to get back underway. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the puck. And he's going to have the first down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Here's Warren. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Warren, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. He'll look to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be...
And this will pay off. It is caught. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So makes the score 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Nebraska. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves.
On the ground, Judkins. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Something you did not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. They run it once more with Judkins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, it's Sanders. That one is caught by Campbell. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Here we go.
Now, Shador looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And the Browns are going to be set up first and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
Ready.
They'll run it here. Here's Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up
On the jump.
second and goal.
Let's go now.
Again, it'll be Judkins trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. The ball inches from the goal line. Third and goal. To throw is Sanders. He's got his big tight end, Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll begin with first and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panthers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now driving it back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half.
46-yard line.
We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. And he will get into the end zone. Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And he comes into this final week of the NFL season as the leader in touchdown passes.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. He's got room past the 35. And they will finally run him down. A big play after being backed up. 37 yards.
First down, Browns.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. A short one that is caught by Sanders.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
The Steelers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the right gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 40-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be 4th down. Here's the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Here we go.
And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. So let's go. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. That is caught right side. That's Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Shador. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They're going on 4th down. Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 2nd down here, Sanders. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Crack all 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warrior 70.
Sanders on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready, ready.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Sanders will throw it. He completes this one to Mallory. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And the Browns.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
He's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now, Sanders. He pulls it in around the 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd and goal, Sanders. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Now, the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
Ready.
On first down, it's Sanders. That is complete, and it's the tight end, Fannin. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
70. 70, get the wolf.
the middle they go. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
TJ Watt there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 31, here is second and 8.
Let's go now. Nice.
Now we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Open man left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's another shot from the 6, second and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
They'll go with him again. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
stop short of the goal line. A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
Come on, set. Knocking 18. Ready.
Steal. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Who wants it more here? Fourth and goal from the 1. He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. And that is caught on fourth and goal. They've got it. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but It's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Cowboy 80.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out wide to Warren. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Check. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. The throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They'll run the draw with Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before it kicks up a first down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. On 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set. 68.
Now they'll set up to throw. He takes off. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 31. Steelers 21.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
18 Cardinal, 18.
It's first down, and they'll run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
2 yards on
Can
the
I? Hey, hey.
First down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Bronco 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
Let's go.
Give up the middle with Martinez. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Martinez. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Damian Martinez Touchdown, Cleveland.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back Ron. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
Back to the air one more time. Right back to Warren again. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
Back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 48-yard line.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
And now they'll spike it with 36 seconds to go. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Zach Allen. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Start this on the ground with Martinez. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They finished the season on a high note. Now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.